part of the collection or not?
Yes.
So linked list belong to queue or list? My question. Linked list is implementation of list or queue? Both. Both is the right answer. Because it is a list, it preserves the insertion order of the elements and it also allows duplicates. It is queue because it is the implementation of the queue. And what is a queue? Queue is part of the collection framework or not? Queue is the ordered collection of elements which saves the values in FIFO fashion. What is FIFO? First in, first out. The element will is inserted first will be sent out first. Okay. So linked list is the implementation of list and queue both. So if I ask you queue is an interface, you cannot access it directly. You cannot use it directly. If you want to use, you have to use either priority queue or linked list, and you have something called some priority blocking queue. I guess I didn't remember the name exactly. Yeah, priority blocking queue. Priority blocking. And the Monday test, if you tell me some more details which I didn't teach, then I will give you star. Okay. So these are the implementation of the queue. All these are same except little differences. You just go through it from the Google and you have to understand it. Okay, now my question, the methods for the queue are same as that of the methods of the list or not? Internal working of the queue and list, both are same or not? Are you following? They are different because in queue
Sorry, Sarika, we cannot see your screen.
Oh, then why are you not telling till now? I was typing for long. I was typing so much. Can you see now?
Yeah, it's good now.
Okay. I don't know, like I forgot to share and you forgot to inform me. Okay, Ashma, you can continue the recording. Okay. So we are just discussing about the linked list and queue. Linked list is the implementation of queue and it is the implementation of queue and list both. It implements the interfaces of queue and list both. So when you use the linked list, we already know linked list uses array or something else. What linked list uses? L means linked list. Linked list uses doubly linked list. Linked list does not use array. Normal list, array list, vector, all those things they use array. Okay. So linked list uses doubly linked list, and when you insert the element to the list, it will have the head and the element like this. It will have two sections, and yesterday we discussed doubly linked list will have the three sections. So this is from the front end when you enter the details. What's the first section is called?
Head.
Yes. And the last one is?
Tail.
Null. The last element it contains null, okay?
Okay.
This is always referred as head and this contains null. And here is something will have the values. Here whatever you enter, for example, you created linked list and you are saving some 10 number there. Okay. And let me just show you. Okay, let me share my screen. So can you see the hierarchy of the queue and linked list here?
Yes.
So linked list uses both. Linked list extends abstract sequential list, which is an abstract class, and it implements DQ, which is part of the queue. So the internal working uses both, and it saves the element like this. Okay. Okay, so for here, let me just copy it. This is how linked list looks. Internally, it again uses the doubly linked list. Okay, so the first element, you will have the head element. It will refer to your first element. Head will refer to your first element. And from the second element onwards, it will be referred by the previous element. Okay, so that means every element is considered as an object. When you refer to the list or set, they are not objects. They are arrays. They are backended by arrays, and whatever element you enter will be saved in the continuous memory locations. But it is not same with the linked list. In linked list, they uses the memory blocks which are referred as objects. So for linked list, for each element, we use the objects, and each object contains two parts. It contains your data, also the address of the next element. So this 3600, this value is the address of the next element, which points to next element in the same way. Okay, the element is 3, and for the value 17, the address is 4000, which is pointed by the previous element. So this is how the linked list looks like. And in the back end, it is followed by doubly linked list we saw yesterday. It is again uses the object which will contain the 3 sections, where we'll have the element, previous value, and the next value. Okay. So we know, like, we have so many things and we use them according to our requirement. Also, can you tell me, like, we have inside list, what are the implementation classes? What are the implementation classes? You forgot it? Array list is one of them. What about others? Array list, vector, and copy on array list. This is one more list. These are the type of lists. Okay. And what about the set? Inside set, what are the implementation classes? Set and
hash map.
maps comes under hash map. Sorry, hash map comes under map. The hashes, tree set. Right. Little differences. You want me to tell you the little differences? These are the implementation class of list. These are the implementation class of set. You can put even linked list here also, but it is not purely list. It also uses queue. Okay. So what is the difference between these three? Everything uses list, but with little differences. Vector comes into picture when you want to achieve the synchronization. Okay. So what do you mean by the synchronization? Synchronization comes into picture when you are studying multi-threading. You wrote a code. You want to allow multiple threads to use your particular code. Multiple thread means concurrent execution. If you want to provide execution of multiple threads on your program, then you have to allow multi-threading. In such case, you have to use the vector, which provides the synchronization. What do you mean by synchronization? Okay. Synchronization is allowing only one thread of execution at one point of time. Okay, you don't worry about it. If somebody asks you what is a vector, you just remember vector, array list, both are same, but vector provides synchronization. And array list does not provide synchronization. Okay. And copy and array list is the advanced one of array list with little differences. Just go through the differences in Google. In the same way, hash set, linked hash set, and reset. Hash set is the normal implementation of set. Linked hash set is something which is same as hash set, but it maintains the insertion order. Again, reset. Reset is again same as the hash set, but it provides sorting. Okay, if you're not able to remember it, that's fine. Again, we have something equals, some methods equals and hash code. These will be discussed by Nagendra. These are all the important methods which are present in the object class. Object class is the superclass of all the classes. And these are used checked for the when you call equal method, it will check for the equality. And when you call the hash code method, it will return you the hash code. For now, you just remember that hash code is a value which is generated by the JVM for each newly created object. Okay. You just stay here. Rodhan is calling me. I'll attend the. So I just got a call from Rodhan. Whoever is part of the group and not attending classes, we are going to remove them. That's what he was telling me. Okay. So we were talking about equals and hash code, right? This will be discussed by Nagendra. You just remember that hash code is something. It is a value given by the JVM to the each and every object which you create. Okay. So when you see new, you have to remember three things. I told you already. When you see new keyword, what are all the things that happen? What happens when you see new keyword? Three things happen. Memory will be allocated to the newly created object, right? Correct? And what's the second thing? Constructor will be invoked. And what's the third thing? Hash code will be given by the JVM. Okay, so hash code is just a general integer. It is generated by the JVM and it will be given to the newly created object. Hash code, just a minute. Hash code will be given by the JVM to the newly created object. So you want me to write a program and show you about the linked list and queue? So everything, like when you create a linked list or queue, the code looks very much similar except the methods. The method whichever you are using with the linked list and queue, they are little different. Otherwise, creating linked list or creating a queue, they will look much alike. So let me just create a program and show you. Can you see my screen, my Eclipse? Now tell me how I have to. So now tell me, I want to create a linked list, how I have to write the code. So this is how we create the linked list, right? Now it is just like a normal list, and yeah. Anyone has any questions? But you know, like, are you mentioning the type here? Which type of linked list you are creating? It is always good to mention the type. Okay. So okay, I can mention the string. You just need to give one value. Only for map, we provide key value pairs. The values as key value pairs, and keys cannot be null, and keys cannot be duplicates. Okay. And for all others, we just need to give one value here. And can I create a bean and provide that bean here? For example, like car or student or employee. Can you do that with the linked list? Of course you can do. You try that today at home as an assignment. Okay. Create a linked list which is of type bean and try to populate the object values to your linked list. So let me just quickly add. Let me just check the methods. So can you see? You can see the add. Add is used to just like how we do with the array list, and add all is used to add another list to this. You will have, see this method. This is special to the linked list. Some methods are part of the list, and some methods are part of the only specialized to the linked list. It is mentioned here clearly. These are the list of methods which you can use with your linked list, and those methods which are defined only in the linked list are mentioned here as linked list. Okay, so here you can add the first element, add first, and you can add the last element, and they will be adjusted to according to that. You can add the elements later. Each and every element will be pointed out. The internal working is different, and the methods are little different. Everything else would be same. Okay. Somebody asks you questions about the working, you should be able to explain them that each and every element will be pointed through a pointer, which is a part of the previous element. Okay. So you just go through some block. This is a very nice block. Let me just give you that in this chat window. Just go through it and practice it. You will understand that. Here they're adding the methods, and add first is add last. We discussed already, and this is at the adding at the particular index. Second index refers to the third element. We can also print them using the iterator. Okay. Okay. You can even use the remove first, remove last, all these things. Let me just quickly add these. Let me just save it as list. Okay, let me implement some methods. Okay, so add first. What happens if I add another value here? Let me add John, and let me add list add last. Okay, so what's the output now? Can I print it directly using the sysout, or let me use the iterator? I want to use the iterator. Iterator is used to traverse through your list and print the elements. Iterator is specialized for the collection framework. It is used with the collection framework to iterate through your list of elements, list or set or anything. Iterate through your elements and print them on the console. Okay. So this is how we declare the iterator, and we mention the type. And we have three methods inside the iterator: has, next, next. And what was the another method? I think remove, right? Some other method was there. We check it here. We can check it. We have three methods. It has next, next, and remove. We have three methods available inside the iterator. Okay, so this is for printing the elements. So let me just print the element. So what's the output now? Let me print it here before adding these values. First I'm printing the list, then I'm doing this modification, then I'm printing it again. Let's see the output. Okay, see the first element is replaced by John. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, the elements are same, but again these elements are popped up at the first and last locations. Can you see that? And it is also maintaining the insertion order. Is it clear? And let me do two more methods. Everybody sleeping or what? Where is remove? What happens if I do this? Let me go through the list of methods. Where are the list of methods? I want to go through the list of methods. Okay, see. These are all the list of methods, methods of the list class. Please go through it. See, difference between iterator and for each is both are used for printing your list. And iterator is defined for your collection framework specially because it provides three methods separately. If you use for each, it don't have any, it doesn't have any specialized methods. So iterator, I can say it is kind of advanced version of all those loops which provide some extra things. When do we use that? In what scenario? Iterator we regularly use inside a, when you are using collection framework, it is a usual practice to use the iterator because it is provided. You can check whether the next, it has next element. So is that clear? This interface is for the collections framework. Okay, fine. So let me see. You can go through the, I already pinged this address. You can go through the list of methods. This is for adding the elements, and I want to check for remove. I have remove and remove all. Get first and get last. It fetches the first element. It fetches the last element. It fetches the index of particular element. You can give the particular element value here. Okay. You can see this poll. See, this is very important. It returns and removes the first item of the list. And what about, we also saw one method which returns the first element, but it does not remove it, right? Please check that. It removes the first element. See, when you use the remove, it removes the first element. And for removing first and last element, you can use other methods also. Anyone has any doubt? Okay. Okay. So get first fetches you the first element, but it does not remove it. Okay. Let me just say get first. Okay. I want to print it. I want to print the first element. First element. Okay. Let me run it. I have some error. I need to close it. First element is John. That is clear, right? It is printed in the same line because I didn't give the space. I can give some space here. Okay, the first element will be printed here. First element is John. Okay. Let me use poll here. Let me use list dot poll. This also returns some value. What it returns? What is written by the poll method? It returns and removes the first element. It returns me the first element, and let me check the list value after this. Because this poll also removes the first element. Now observe the output. Okay. So see, first element is Jan because I'm printing it. First element is Jan again because I'm printing it. But when I'm printing this, I have used poll method, so John is removed from this list. I got the remaining elements. Okay. So in the last test, I asked most of the students to write the programs and list in Java, and I asked them to explain few methods, but they are not able to. Very few people are able to explain me the methods. So I suggest you go through these methods, then you will be able to answer me. Okay, you will get some idea. So this is about the linked list. Queue is also same, but the only thing is that it works in the FIFO manner internally. First element will be removed first time. So first element is the first one to remove it. Okay. So my queue example. What are the implementation classes of the queue? Implementation class of the queue. You have priority queue, you have linked list, and you have blocking priority queue. Okay. So if I want to create a queue, then again the same way, I have to mention here, I can give anything, but here I have to give integer caps, my queue, new. Shall I give queue here? Will it work? Will it work? Is it correct or not? Let me import it. Why it is giving me error?
Interface.
Why it is giving me error?
Because use interface.
Yeah, you cannot instantiate interface. So you have to use either linked list or priority blocking queue or priority queue, anything. So is it correct if I write like this? Is it correct or not?
Yes.
You have to reply me. Yeah, 100% correct. What about I want to put one more queue. My queue and my name's queue. Here I want to use priority. Is it correct?
Yes.
Correct or not? Of course, correct. But these are all the classes of this queue interface. So I just created a queue. So I just created a queue of which is of type linked list, and I just created a queue which is of type priority queue, and saving the elements, adding the elements, all are exactly same. So you have to practice this at home today. You can see here he's trying to add the integers, and for printing the elements again you can print with the sysout or you can use any loop. But the difference is different comes with the methods. If you are using linked list, I suggest you use some methods which I did not use. This is for the priority queue. Okay. And let me just show you some methods of the priority queue. These are the constructors. Every class will have its respective constructors, and these are the list of methods. They are more or less, they are the same. So you got some idea, right? Collections is so big, it contains so many interfaces and classes. We tried how to understand the classes. So I know it is confusing, but you got some idea, right? So anyone has any questions? Okay, so practice this for today. Practice the runtime exceptions which I explained you. Tomorrow I'll discuss about the compile time exceptions. Then I will teach you how to create the user defined exception. We also discuss about the throw and throws. If you have time, go through that from the Google or watch some videos in the YouTube. Okay? Okay, you can stop the recording. Okay, then practice this. We'll meet tomorrow.